Anyone in this group have a wedding-related channel? If so, I would love to collaborate with you. Is this guy proposing? Is that a proposition? Does he want to marry a woman and get everything that comes along with having a marriage?
So I went out the other day and I went to the shop and I said, "Hey brother, you got any lamps? Stu Moth is in the house." Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, I am StooDogg. In the last few weeks, a very concerning clause was unearthed in the YouTube Terms of Service that appears to be a new clause that will be implemented soon. I believe the date was the 10th of December. In the YouTube Terms of Service, under the account suspension and termination, part of the terms, this clause was unearthed.
Terminations by YouTube for service changes. YouTube may terminate your access or your Google account's access to all or part of the service if YouTube reasonably believes that its provision of the service to you is no longer commercially viable.
On the 17th of November, Team YouTube replied to a tweet on Twitter with the following.
The commercially viable section is not about terminating an account because it's not making money. It's about discontinuing certain features or parts of the service because they're outdated or have low usage. Hope this helps.
Whilst this response may sound nice on Twitter, keep in mind that YouTube on Twitter is nothing more than an AI bot that doesn't understand what you tell it. That is, if it responds or understands at all. This, what I presume to be an AI, has seen something and replied to it with what I perceive to be the standard YouTube Google AI on Twitter nonsense that it normally responds to people with. From my point of view, the Twitter bot is not giving the correct information and interpretation of the clause, and that is especially as the clause is under the account suspension and termination part about the termination of accounts and the suspension of accounts. It is not under the suspension of parts of the service. If the truth was, as YouTube Twitter bot was saying, then our clause would be worded differently and it would be under a different part of the terms of service. It would be under your use of the service and the changes to the service part of the terms of service. I said service a lot there. I, along with many others, are very concerned about the wording of this clause, as my channel makes zero money here on YouTube. So I am most definitely not commercially viable. It remains to be seen what this actually means and how it will affect YouTubers moving forward.
We can jolly go. Bustin' your bubble like a hubba bubba now.
Sent from down below.
On the 26th of November, a YouTube strike of some kind took place. I personally haven't heard anything more about it afterwards. I don't know what the effect of the strike was. However, Dead Upload Day was retweeted quite a lot across Twitter. As far as I know, quite a lot of people took part in it, but not for the reasons of actually protesting. They merely took part out of coincidence. They took part because they said things like, we haven't uploaded in months anyway, so missing another day isn't gonna hurt. So these people, this protest, it was against Coppa. I don't think this protest would have had much of an impact on YouTube in the grand scheme of things because, well, I didn't upload on that day because, I don't know, just bloody didn't, innit? How many other people just didn't upload to YouTube because life? I don't think this worked as an organised strike, and even then, as a protest, as a strike, I don't think that not uploading to YouTube really works, because that's only a good thing for YouTube. We're not continuing to fill up YouTube's server banks with rubbish. The Faze Primarinas of the world aren't. They've taken a day off from just uploading crap.
You're talking about a man who declared a war on me naked from his toilet.
And for people that don't understand about Faze Primarina videos, this is, let me switch it over to a full screen webcam. This is how he does his videos. I'm gonna get the FBI on you, all while videotaping from his phone, like this far from his face, walking around in random directions.
I need to clip that.
And all while walking in random directions of his house. This is what he's doing. That is, what, 100% of his videos?
That is every Faze Primarina video ever.
Hey, StooDogg, fucker, you wanna fucking do a war with me, you piece of shit?
Do you think that was, like, cute? Was that a moment for you?
This is my restroom. Bye.
What I don't think Faze Primarina even understands is that the FBI doesn't care about YouTube drama.
Not uploading for a day is good on that front for Google YouTube. So who knows what's going to be the actual net positive out of that one.
I'm gonna get the FBI on ya! If Coppa needs something to go after, if they need a YouTuber to go after him! He's the prime example of who's probably collecting information on kids.
Yeah, that's... Even in his own videos, he's watching videos of, like, family vlogs and stuff.
What we do here is go back.
Whatever happened to Content Cop? That was an awesome series on YouTube. I loved it. Content Cop was awesome. Someone needs to start a petition to petition iDubbbz to make more of them. But until that time, you're just going to have to put up with bargain bin Content Cop, e.g. me. And you're going to have to put up with bargain bin content, e.g. Faze Primarina.
What? More of a video, but that was it. This is Faze Primarina. Oh, bye.
Well, Faze Primarina doesn't understand how copyright works. Let's be honest, he didn't seem to understand how it worked a while back. Why would we expect him to change?
Thank you very much. They say the definition of madness is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Ooh, that's right. Do I go?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that he's false flagging and false reporting and trying to damage Hatman, as usual. He hasn't moved on to another easier target. He's just continuing his vendetta against Hatman, even though he claims that their beef has been squashed. But I imagine that beef being squashed is more akin to a burger press. He wants to turn Hatman into mince and press him into a burger, and we'll get him for murder. We'll get him for murder and selling tainted, contaminated food that's contaminated with human DNA and possibly hats. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's what Faze had to say in a comment on one of Hatman's newer videos.
Stupid video, hate man. Stealing content again. I repotted you.
The man doesn't understand copyright and he doesn't understand fair use. Let's have a look at what YouTube has to say about that, shall we?
This is not fair!
Nope, this is fair use. Copyright has a concept called fair use that allows people to comment on, or remix, or criticize your video.
I want to take down the video that is making fun of me.
Mario, you can't go around censoring people who are commenting on or criticizing your video. Copyright law leaves room for commentary, criticism, parody, and other transformative uses. You can get in a lot of trouble for ignoring that.
Now, within reason, I can use other people's content without having to ask for permission. I can use copyrighted content by the way of as a review, as a commentary, or as a criticism of the piece of work in question without needing to get permission and without needing to contact the copyright owners. The thing there is that if such a use is detected by the YouTube automated copyright system, this system is unable to detect fair use. It merely detects copyrighted content and it will affect my video and account in an appropriate manner, e.g. it would lodge a copyright claim against me or even strike my channel. So the only way to make fair use work is by appealing and having the person on the other end literally watch the video and go, oh yeah, it's just a fair use, it's fine, release it. This only happens with things that have been logged into YouTube's copyright system, and channels that have over 1,000 subscribers. They have access to a copyright tool of a similar basis, which they can use to either just allow content to remain on the platform or take it down if it is in violation of copyright rules and laws. But we all know for a fact that the Hatman's content does not breach copyright and his content is a fair use. However, Faze, despite being on YouTube longer than me, doesn't seem to know how YouTube and copyright works, so I don't know. I hope that his false flagging is detected by YouTube and they take the action against him for misusing and abusing the copyright systems of the platform. But